This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. We had seen a lot of functions, set functions, hierarchy functions, and filter functions, right? And today we're going to be discussing about MDX functions completely on the time functions. Okay, so these are the functions we have in MDX to deal with the date and time. So opening period function, we have closing period function, and last periods, periods to date, and parallel period, and YTD year to date, QTD quarter to date, MTD month to date, WTD week to date. Okay, so these are the functions we have. Normally, whenever you're doing data analytics, so definitely one report people would ask you, tell me the YTD sales, tell me the QTD sales, tell me the MTD sales or WTD sales. Okay, so these are very much important functions that you have to know, but these are very simple to understand, not very complex at all. Clear? So today we're going to be discussing about time functions. Okay, these are the functions you don't have in SQL Server, but these functions are available only on the MDX. You can also write the same functions in SQL Server, but there it is not called as a time function. There you have separate functions called as date and time functions. Okay, so those are completely different than these functions. Am I clear? So opening period, closing period, last periods, periods to date, parallel period, and YTD, QTD, MTD, and WTD. Let us understand one by one. What is opening period? Let me go to my Visual Studio first. Let me open this. So always you must use them hierarchy there. Okay, you must use only hierarchies, not anything else there. Okay, at the time of writing the time series functions. So let me open my SSAS. Let me go to a time. Okay, so when you go to a time dimension and go to a browser, and let me go to a hierarchy. Okay, when I open this, so opening period means, for example, you're somewhere here. So I wanted to get the opening period of 2016. Okay, so let me tell you what is this opening period is going to be dealing with. Okay, let me simply go and tell you, returns the first sibling from the descendants of a supplied member at supplied level. So opening period is going to be having opening value, and the closing period will have the closing value. Let us understand what is the opening and the closing is going to be dealing for us. Okay, so the simple example is that opening period of this. Okay, so I am going to be uh, let me use opening period function. Now select from the cube name. Okay, so I wanted to get, let me go to measures, sales amount on 0, but I don't need only this. I wanted to go to year number, the opening period. Let me go to year hierarchy and drag and drop, year number. So it is going to be giving you what? You try to understand what is that it is going to be giving you. When you say sale date hierarchy dot year number, it is going to be giving all the years sales. 2012 sales is this much, 2013 sales is this much. But I wanted to have opening period of this year. Let me go and close the open this, and let me close this. That's it. Opening period. So what is the opening period? What is the first period? So when you execute this, so that will be a 2012. So you can see when you drag and drop this, or when you drag and drop this, or when you drag and drop year number. So let me go to year number. So when you go to drag and drop year number here, What is the first one? The first one is always 2012. Clear? The starting position it is going to be giving you if you don't write opening period. So if you don't write opening period, it is going to be giving you all years. So opening means starting the root level data. So this is the opening period data that you should be able to get it. So this is the first one. This is the last one, right? So what is the first one? What is the last one? So that if you wanted to get it, opening period will give you the first one, and the closing periods will give you last one. Okay, so these are pretty much simple to understand. So we had used closing periods, you know, every time people would ask you, get me the last sales. Okay, uh, last year sales. Last year means we don't know what is the last year, what is the first year. First year we know. You give me the last quarter sales or last month sales or last year sales. That is the questions are asked. Okay, closing period means they'll ask you, get me, last year, sales. Last year means it is not last year, the final year. So that is the money, the current year, the last year. If you have 2012 to 2018 data, the last means final year data here. That is the meaning of that. Okay, so it is going to be giving you that data. So 2020, but I want to get non-empty values. You should be able to get. So you will. So non-empty is not going to work. Okay, so I have to execute like this, right? Yeah, I'm not getting because I have to eliminate the empty values first, then get the last year data. So take this and you go here, non-empty, open the bracket, and you close the bracket and try to put this there. Why it is not giving, just telling only one argument only. It is taking as this argument.
Non-space empty, so
Non-space
non-space.
empty will not work here. Now this is not the non-empty function we were talking about. That can be used. Why we cannot use here? Let me remove this. So okay, so I already told you, right? So non-empty and non-empty function. There are two functions that you need to understand. Okay, when you execute this, you're able to get, what is the issue here? There is something. So yeah, you're able to get empty values, right? So if you wanted to terminate empty values, normally what we were using non-empty. So we were using like that. Okay, so but my point is that I wanted to get the closing period. Closing period means, so if you remove the non-empty and the closing period, you are able to get a 2020 is the closing means the last period. This is the starting, this is the ending. Closing means ending period. So ending period is this. I would like to get this data, but unfortunately I have a null value. So ending period means this data I would like to get it. But to get this data, I have to eliminate these two values. Okay. So to eliminate non-empty, I should be able to eliminate like this. There is no issue at all. But after that, I wanted to get a closing period data, right? So closing period, I wanted to apply it here. So open the bracket and close the bracket here. What it is doing, it will be able to get, let me remove this. It is able to get the last period is 2020 data. So that is the null value. But when I say non-empty here, what it is doing, this value will get disappeared. This row will get disappeared because it is deleting this value because it is empty value. So I don't want to do like this. I don't want to do like this because non-empty will execute at the end. Okay. So I wanted to eliminate. I wanted to eliminate the empty values first. So I have written non-empty. Will this work? Non-empty. It's not taking this value as well. The closing function expects a level expression for one argument. So we need to check how we can deal with this because I wanted to empty those values and take the closing period. I supposed to get 2018. So that's what my point. My thing is that. Okay, so I will check it up because I never experimented this. Let us see. I supposed to concentrate on the last value. Closing period is this. Okay, closing period means you should be able to get the last period in that value. For example, let me go back and let me use the week number. What is the opening period? Opening period will be W1. Okay, but what is the last period? The last period now, as of now, in the current year. Let me take here hierarchy. Let me go to 2018. Let me go to quarter, and in this the first one is this one, and the last one will be this one. So opening period is this much and closing period is this much within this quarter of 2018. If you go to 2016 in the quarter one, what is the opening? Opening period is this one, closing period is this much. I wanted to get what is the opening period in this quarter one and what is the closing opening period in quarter two, closing period in the quarter two. So this is the first value and the last value. If you wanted to get that, you should be able to drag and drop this. Am I clear? So that's what I'm trying to do it here. So closing period means last value in the given hierarchy, given member. So it is started with the 2012, ending with 2020. So that is what we had discussed, right? So if you remove the opening period, so you should be able to easily understand it is started where and ending where. So starting is the opening period, ending is the closing period. So that's what you need to understand. Now let me give you a couple of examples here. Opening period. Instead of taking the year, I wanted to take a quarter. Let me have Control C, and instead of having a year, I wanted to have a semester or the quarter. Okay, what is the first, when you go here, you take the quarter first. Okay, whenever you take a quarter, what is the first one? First one is always a quarter one, the last one is always a quarter four. Okay, so that is what you should be able to expect. So you should be able to see the quarter one is the opening period. So if you wanted to have a closing period, what is the closing period? The quarter four of the, that one will be the closing period. Okay, let me simply Control C and Control V. So if you want to identify what is that last quarter sales, that you may be asking, right? What is the last quarter sales in year 2014? So this is going to be giving you like that. Okay, so I'll go here where, so last quarter sales in 2012. Okay, last quarter maybe quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. We don't know, but sometimes quarter four there is no sales is happening now because quarter two, quarter three we are in, because of Corona. No sales is happening, right? So you don't get any sales sometimes. Quarter four, no sales is at all. But the sale stops quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four data. It is not there at all. So what is the last sales in that year? So in 2020 You have quarter one, quarter two, quarter three may not be there because completely quarter undergone in corona effect, right? So if that is the case, you don't get any data at all. But I wanted to have, so in 2012 or 2014, I wanted to get 2014 last quarter, whatever will be the quarter. So last quarter could be quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, whatever you have. So here hierarchy already appears because the same hierarchy already have used, the same thing applied here. So I cannot drag and drop an hierarchy. Let me drag and drop year number from this attribute. Okay, 2014. So now this is something different than this is. So try to execute it. This is going to be giving me last quarter sales of 2014. Okay, so this will give me first quarter sales of 2014, something like that. You should be able to understand. Okay, guys. So these are the different in ways you should be able to get. Sometimes, for example, I started my business 2012. So 2012, I started my business, but not in Jan. I started the business in June. Now tell me what is the first quarter then? So it is not quarter one, quarter two. The quarter three will be the first one. So if you trying to get here, let me go to opening period. Okay, not the closing period. So in 2012 you observe it. Let me go to 2012 here. Okay, when you open it, semester one, semester two, you have month one, month two. Oh, you have all the data. Then we cannot do anything. Let me just go there and see what is the opening period data. But if you have the data starting from June itself, the okay, I have the data from quarter one itself. Okay, if I don't have the data from the quarter one, my business is started 2012 June or July. What is the opening period for me? Opening quarter for me, quarter three only. Okay, so in this year I wanted to have the starting quarter data, so that's when we're going to be using opening period or closing period. If you drag and drop quarter one, if the quarter one is not available, then you will get an error, right? But I don't want to have quarter one or quarter four. Whatever be the starting quarter in that year, you give me the data. Whatever be the closing, you know closing quarter, give me the data. So in this case we're going to be using the opening period and closing period, so starting position and ending position. Okay, so if you have 2012 data, so 2012 I started in semester 2 only, because semester 1 I don't have a sales because I have started my business in semester 2. So you have quarter 3 and you have July, August, September, and you have quarter 4, and you have October, November, and December. So if you ask me what is the starting quarter, if you drag and drop the quarter, starting quarter is Q3 only, because I started my business in 2012 July 2nd or July 10th I have started. So the first starting period will be Q3, not the Q1. So that's what you need to understand. In that cases, you should be able to write quarter one, the opening period and closing period functions very easily. So what is the first one at the hierarchy? What is the last one in the hierarchy? You should be able to get it. Returns the last sibling from the descendants of supplied member at the supplied level. So this is the thing, opening period and closing period. Now let us go back and understand last periods. Okay, so you can also understand first year and last year sales. I wanted to understand it is opening period and the closing period. You should be able to write everything. So this is also very good example. I want to display first year and last year sales. Okay, first year and last year sales you would like to have it. So simply you should be able to copy this. So one is called opening period, one more is called closing period. Okay, opening period and we have a closing period, and these are having, let me create as a set. Okay, try to execute it. I wanted to have opening period data, closing period data. Okay, I don't have any data in the 2020 quarter 4. So I wanted to have, instead of the quarter, let me drag and drop year. That will be the better thing to do it. Let me drag and drop a year. So yeah. So the starting point is 2012. The last point is 2012. You are having same path, right? The path is the same. It is a set. So that is what you can get it very, very easily. So first year and last year's sales. Very simple. You should be able to write this and not very complex. The next one, let us see. Opening period, we had seen all of them, right? Some more examples. Quarter 18, fourth, blah, blah, blah. Now, last periods returns the last period's data based on the given value, including given member. Okay. For example, I wanted to get last two, years of sales. For example, people will ask you, tell me the last 5 years of sales, last 10 years of sales. Then how do you write that? So the next one is last periods functions. Okay. Last periods, which is also pretty much easy to use. Now you go and try to execute this query. I wanted to get last 5 years of data or last 6 years of data. Okay, 2019 data, 2020 data, I did not, got from the OLTP because 2019 is over till the data warehousing not yet refreshed, because every year we will be getting the fresh data, right? So 2019 you should have the data here. So I did not have any data for 2019. Because of that, I'm getting a lot of issues where in fact table, if you have some values in the fact table, you should be able to get 2019 data. Let me go to my data warehouse. Let us update some values to 2019. So get fact sales table. So why it is, what is the table there? Oh, sorry. Select star from the fact sales table. I don't have any data of 2019. So it is ending with 2018 only. But I wanted to change some values here. Okay. I would like to have some values of 2019 here. Let me update this data. So wherever, I'll do one thing, update fact sales table, set, sale date key is equivalent to, I will be putting, copy this there, where okay, where the sale date key is equivalent to this. I wanted to update it to 19, let us say October 21st. I wanted to have, wherever you have this data, the sales, it is happened in October. Let me update. These values, 31 rows got added. If you modify some data, if you wanted to get that reflected in your cube, what we supposed to do? This is 2019 data, we have it, right? So now what you need to do, you need to process the cube. Let me go back and let me say process, because data got changed. So you need to again re-aggregate, get the fresh data and do the re-aggregations and everything. Click on run. Processed, close, close, and close. Now we supposed to go back here, control A, control C. You need to close everything and reopen it. Okay, you have to better reconnect it. Let me disconnect this and you go and connect. So click on this. Let us connect to the queue, because which is recently refreshed, okay, recently processed, because you have got new data into the factor table, because 2019 we are not getting any sales. Now we supposed to get 2019 sales also. So let me click a new query. Now let me copy paste this query. Let us execute now. 2019, you should be able to see some sales. Have you seen this? How we are able to get it 2018, 2019? Because there is a data here. And if you wanted to update 2019 also, you take some things and you should be able to update some values as well here. For example, this value, I wanted to update to 2020. Okay, let us say February 21st. Wherever the data is like this, I wanted to update these values. Now some rows got updated. But if you simply update and go to cube and try to write the query, nothing will happen, because the cube has to be processed. Remember, this cube has to be processed. So without that, you will not be able to anything. So you go, and if you see, it is not there. So we can also process the cube from here, I think. Let me go here. We can also process the cube from here. So right click on this process. Either you can process the cube from here. So right click on this. You should be able to process, or you can go to SQL Server and come to your Object Explorer. Sorry, I have opened two windows. Okay, so I come here. So let me right click and process the cube. So what processing you should be able to do that? Process full, process clear, process default. I wanted to have a process full. So this is the way. This is one more place where you should be able to process the cube. Process is succeeded, and close and close. Let me execute this. Now you should be able to get the 2020 sales is also there. Am I clear? Like that, you can have some data and you can process there. So what is that we are currently working on? I wanted to have last two periods of sales starting from 2013. So I am starting in 2013. So I wanted to have last two periods. Last periods. So I wanted to have two periods. Let me execute this. So okay, you wanted to point where you wanted to point, because quarter number is a generic number. You need to go and give some quarter number. For example, some year you need to choose. I wanted to go and choose 17. Okay, 17, and you get the last two periods sales. That means the ending portion is 17. From there, I wanted to get last 2 years of sales, right? People will say, if you simply drag and drop year number, and if you don't mention year number is not pointing to anything, you cannot say last 2 years. This will not give you anything. You have to mention where you need to end. So this is the ending period. From there, I would like to have last 2 periods. Okay, so last 2 quarter sales I wanted to have it. Last 5 quarter sales I wanted to have it. Last 7 quarter sales I would like to have it. So last, last 4 years of sales I wanted to have it, starting from, so I am in 2020. So from here I wanted to have last 4 years of sales. So this will give you like this. Am I clear? So this is the pretty much easy. You will be able to point to some member. From there, how many years? One, two, three. It can have anything there. So remember, you can have any n number here. It could be n number of number you can specify. Law get last years of sales amount based on the given year. So you need to have the year number or the quarter number. So last 2 quarter sales. Semester means last 2 quarter sale, sales. If you're pointing to, semester one, last quarter means this year semester one and last year semester two. So that is how you should be able to get it. For example, I go, this is last, 4 years of sales, right? Last 4 years of sales. Now I wanted to get last 2 semesters of sales. Okay, per year, let us say 2012 and Sem 1. So I wanted to point 2012 Sem 1 or 2015 Sem 1. Okay, so let me write like this. You wanted to point to 2015 Sem 1. First, you must go to the hierarchy. 2015 Sem 1. So let me go to semester and you drag and drop something here. But it is pointing to 2014. You simply change it to 2015 semester 1. Okay, fine. Now I want to have measures, right? So you can have measures. That's also fine. But I want to have last 2 periods. Last 2 periods of sales I wanted to have it. So on 2015 semester 1 I am pointing to, right? 15 semester 1 I am pointing to. Let me get from there last 2 years. So you're pointing to semester 1. You will go to previous year. Previous year means you will be going to into 2014 semester 2. That is the point here. Okay. So you're pointing to semester 1 of 2014. So when you click on this, you should be able to get where you're pointing. When you open this, you can easily point. So you're pointing to this one, 2014 semester 2. So this one, when you go and double click on this, you can easily understand you're pointing to 2015 semester 1. Okay. So name and unique name, both of them are same. You're pointing to 2015 semester 1. But when you say semester 2 of which year, when you double click on this, you will come to know. So you're pointing to 2014 semester 2. So that's how you can understand where you're pointing. From there, I would like to go, 2. Okay. Or I would like to go to 3, or I would like to go to 4. So let me execute. You should be able to get, so 21. You double click on this, you should be able to get 2015 this one. Hope you're able to see this. Let me switch on the magnifier. Okay. So you can understand it is pointing to 2015 this one. Okay, let me close this window. Now when you double click on this semester 2, it is pointing to the previous year semester 2. Like that you can have. Okay, then it is pointing to what year? So it is pointing to 2013 semester 2. It is pointing to what data you are getting. That is also very, very important. Am I clear, guys? And that's how you should be able to and understand last four sems or last two sems or last three sems, whatever you wanted to have. You are currently in this position. From this, you wanted to go and get it. So here, I'm using hierarchy only. Okay, I'm using what? Hierarchy only. So remember that point. So can we use the same thing with the help of an attribute? Let us try. Okay. So I'm going to be using attribute. Let me go to attribute of semester and drag and drop, let us say some semester. When you drag and drop semester, you're simply getting new semester and semester one. You never get 2015 semester one. But I wanted to get 2015 semester one, then how do I do that? So let us rewrite the query with the help of different method. So I go here. I wanted to remove this and have the attribute of semester 2 or semester 1. Which year you're pointing to, you don't know. So let me at least where I wanted to have year number. I wanted to point to 2015. So I am pointing to 2015. So semester 1. So from there, I would like to get 3 periods. So let me execute like this. Now we are not able to go. Why we are not able to go? Any clue? Because you're pointing to semester 1, but you're asking last periods. Let me go to this semester. Let me go here. So attribute semester number 1. Now you open, you're pointing here when you're saying I wanted to go 3 levels up. So 1 level up is all, 3 levels up there is nothing is there. So you don't get anything from the attribute. Remember this. So you're pointing into this, and because you're pointing the attribute doesn't have a hierarchy. If you don't have a hierarchy, you're pointing here, you're saying 3 levels up. So from where you can get it? So you cannot use an attribute. You better use the hierarchy. Now you go to that year. What year I'm trying to do? I'm trying to use a year number 2015. So you go here 2015 and you say semester 1. From here 3 levels up. 3 level up means I have something data here. I go 1. So this is 1, 2, 3. If I get 4 level, 1, 2, 3 and 4, because there is a hierarchy. So in the hierarchy only, you can go from one level to another level, one level to another level. So if you use the hierarchy only, you should be able to get the last periods, or if you want to get last 2 periods. So the last periods cannot be applied on attributes, because attributes doesn't have any kind of a hierarchy. Remember this. So that is very, very important thing that you should be able to know clearly, because you're pointing to semester number. When you go to an attribute, so this is the semester number attribute. Open it. So you're pointing here from there 3 levels up. This is 1 level up. So where is the 3 level up? You don't have any 3 level up at all. So let me at least choose 1 level up. Is it going to be working? At least 1 level up. Let me give you. Is it going? Because it is going to be going same level. It is not going to go to any other level, because it is trying to go to same semester, because it is this is the another member at all. It is a root level. So same semester of previous year it should go, but no data here. If you wanted to go to the same level, so the better use the hierarchy. Okay, 2015, and you wanted to go to 1 level up or 2 levels up, means you have to go to here and get the data. So we cannot write the query with the help of attributes. Remember this. Okay, cannot get the data for attributes because no hierarchy. Remember this. Okay, so we discussed about these things. Last two periods, last five periods, whatever you wanted to have it. Last two quarters from the given, quarter. So 2016, from their last two quarters, I would like to have it. I am pointing to quarter three. So quarter two and quarter three will be given in 2016. So like that, we can use last periods. Okay. Then the next one is very, very important. We can write periods to date. Okay. From which level data to which level data, you should be able to get it. So this is also very much important. Let me, tell you this. Gets the first 6 months data from the year 2015. So this is what is called periods to date. From where to where you wanted to get the data. So that is what is called periods to date. So periods to date, where you wanted to start. It is a starting member, and after that, and which level of data you wanted to get it. So I wanted to start at the root level. I wanted to get 6 months data. So what data you wanted to get it. So sometimes people would ask you, I would like to get the last 4 months data, or last 5 months data, or last 6 months data, or they'll give a range. I need this month of data. So how do you do that? You have to have periods to date. Okay. The next function is that periods to date. So let me take this query and write periods to date. Use the hierarchies, not the attributes. Periods to date is the function. So what level data I wanted to have it? I go to the hierarchy, drag and drop the year number. So this is the starting where I would like to go, comma, and I wanted to get the month level data. What portion of the data you wanted to get it? And I wanted to go till 6 months data. Okay, so this is what I would like to have it. Now you should be able to write like this. Let me periods to date and put like this. Okay, try to execute it. So I am pointing to 2013 and 6.1. So what it is going to be happening? So it will go to the hierarchy. This is my hierarchy. Now understand like this. Now after the hierarchy, it will go what year you have chosen, 2013 semester 1 blah blah blah. It will go to 2013. Okay, 2013 is here, and this is the end member. So this is the end member. Starting is year, so it will go to the root. So from here, end member is what? End member is M6. It will go to month 6. So where is month 6? Month 6 is available here. Okay, so it will go to the year. From here, all month data will be taken. You need the ending point here. Okay, so where you wanted to start, the starting point at the year level, and ending point is what? This level. So all months from from here to here. So from 2013, all months mean Jan, Feb, March, April. So that's what you should be able to get it. So I wanted to get last 6 months data. Okay, in year 2016. So that's what I wanted to have it. So you should be able to write like this. It is month 1, month 2. So when you double click on this, so you can see with the month you're referring. So 2013 semester 1, quarter 1. So when you double click on this, which month you're referring, that you should be able to easily understand. Okay, so what is that you're referring? Be clear. So we are referring, so month 2, 2013 semester 1, quarter 1, month 2. Okay, so that's what you need to understand. So where I wanted to go, I wanted to go year wise, this one. So instead of a year, my starting point is this. Remember this. My starting point is year. My ending point is month. So this month data I should be able to get. Okay. Now what I do, I take the same thing, copy and paste it. Instead of a year, I will go to a quarter. Let me go drag and drop the quarter from the hierarchy. So drag and drop the quarter. Okay, now it is saying you should be able to go to get the data monthly wise, but starting point is quarter. So what will happen? Try to understand. The starting point is the oh, I have taken this. Let me execute this, and you should be able to get the starting point is quarter. So let me go to M6. You should be able to go to M6. Okay, wherever you're pointing, which year M6 is this, and the starting point is the quarter. What is the quarter? This is the quarter starting point. So you should be able to get a quarter 4, quarter 5, quarter 6. If a starting point is semester, then you should be able to get so 1, 2, 3, 4. So where you are starting is important. Starting in year level, starting at the quarter level, starting at the month level, starting at the semester level, and which level you're starting and which level data you wanted to get it. So this is the ending member that you can think of. Okay, so this is the ending.
Can we give months in the start?
Pardon?
Can we give month number in the start, like from M2 to M6 I want?
Let me drag and drop like this. Where you want. This is the range operator talking about, is it?
Yes.
So let me have a month number. Let me have 2013 semester 1 M1 to N6. So here you cannot give the starting member. You need to give where you wanted to start. It will be something like this. So this is what is the hierarchy year wise, right? Year wise you have semester one and semester two. Okay, semester one and semester two. And after the semester one, you have a quarter one and quarter two. Okay, you have quarter three and quarter four. You need to tell the periods to date where you wanted to start. You have month one, month two, month three, and month four, month five, month six. You need to tell where you wanted to end, where you wanted to start. You want to start here or this level, or where you wanted to end. So that's what you need to give. Not, I need to get from here to here. So for that, you can use range operators. So periods to date, you need to tell which level of data. For example, I want to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to get this data, but where I wanted to start. Should I start at the quarter level that you need to mention, or should I start at the semester level, or should I start at the year level? So that's what you need to start. So from here, it is going to go to its quarter. From here, it's going to go to its semester. When you say the semester, so in this semesters, you have quarter one, quarter two, you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is how it is going to be functioning. Okay.
So
Not I
starting
want
should
to
be
get
a level up.
data.
Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
you have to give not like this. It is, you need to give the pointer as this, okay, generic query, not the I want to start from here. So I cannot say 1 to 5. If you want to get, you better use range of operators. Okay, range operator we discussed, right? I want to get 2015 to 2018, 2020 to 2022, like that. We can use the range of operators. But I wanted to start from here, and this is my ending period. So M12 is this, but I wanted to start from here or from here or from here. When you say ending period is this much, and it will go here and get the data from here to here. Clear? So let me give you one more example. Very interesting question you asked. Now, it is not going to work at all. So let me write this is wrong one here. You need to say which level. So it is a member. Member means actual point. Level means it is a what level of data, year level data, month level data. So what is a level? What is a member? You need to specify. The first one is a level, not the member. This is the member. Member means actual data. Level means where you wanted to start. Okay. That is the, so level needs to be supplied as the first argument. The second argument would be member. So from where you need to have it. Member is the second argument. Okay, so I wanted to have the starting member is, I want to take semester. So this is where I would like to start. And I wanted to go and get month number as 12. Clear? So 2013 or 2014. So let me execute this. Now, what is the data? You should be able to get it. You will not be able to get all the data because try to understand. So month 12 is available. You take this diagram again. So it is giving you month 7, month 8, month 9, month 12, but it is not giving you all semesters data. Why? So let us understand how this is going to happen. Let me go here. You're pointing to 2013. Which one? Semester 2. Semester 2 is somewhere here, and you should be able to, you're pointing here. So what is the starting root level for this? Root is this, not root is this, because you're pointing to this root. From here you need all month data, so you should be able to get, so month 6, month 7, month 8, month 9, month this one. So you will not be able to go to this semester data because you're pointing to this one and you're getting this one. Clear? So you wanted to have end member, but end member is pointing to this semester only. So if you take this diagram and try to understand the logic. So let me, this is your year level data, right? So you have semester 1, you have semester 2, okay? And you have quarter 1 and you have quarter 2, you have quarter 3 and you have quarter 4. Now here we have month 10, 11, month 12. You wanted to point to this. So from here, you're saying I wanted to start at the semester level because you're going to be following at the semester level. So semester is available. If you go here, this is a semester. So when you go, the starting point is semester number 2. Semester number 2, you have all the months will be collected. This semester number, all the months. So 8, 7, 8, 9. So it is going to be pointing to its root only. It is not going to be touching this semester 1. So this semester 1 is not touched. So from here, it is going to go back to its semester. So its semester is having 2 quarters. So this is the starting node. This is the ending node. So all the data will be given from this semester only, not this semester. You need to be clear on this. Okay. Periods to date. Am I clear? So where you are pointing to, if you gave semester number, which semester it is pointing to means, so wherever you're ending, that ending point semester only it is going to be touching, not all the semesters. So you should not think that it is giving you all 12 months data. It is not like that. It is not going to give you, starting member is semester 1 and it will give you all month data. So always you need to remember what is the ending point. From there it's going to be doing the reverse engineering and it hits the semester of its parent. Am I clear? Very good.
Yes, can we go to the day level at the last at the member? Can we get the day level data also?
Yeah, any level of data you should be able to get, week level data, day level data, whatever you wanted to have it. So simply You go to the day number and drag and drop. I would like to have this day level data. So you're pointing to day 16, but and you're pointing to semester one. So what semester you're pointing to, that you should be able to have it. You're pointing to semester 1 year. Okay, so day 6 of semester 1 you're pointing to. So this data will be picked up. Am I clear?
Yes, got it. Thank you. There is no restriction on the level. You can go till the end, day level. Thank you.
Yeah, day level, week level, whatever you wanted to point, you should be able to. But where you're starting is important. In that semester only, it is going to be giving you that day level data, not anything else. Okay. Yeah. So periods to date is pretty much important function. There are lot of shortcut functions. These functions are heavily used. Periods to date and YTD, MTD, all things we can easily understand it. We can easily get it. Get last 10 days sales in a given month. Okay. So I should be able to point to the month level. So where you're pointing, and from there only the month level 10 days data I should be able to get it. So now one more important thing is that a parallel period. Okay. Many times people would ask you this question. Okay. So periods to date and everything people can easily tell. Last period, opening period is a pretty much easy. The next one is parallel period. So this is pretty much important. So what do you mean by parallel period? For example, I go, okay, I wanted to have like this. So business is started in 2013 semester to quarter 3, December, then 2013, the next year sales starts. It starts with the semester number 1, and within the semester number 1, you have a quarter 1. Within the quarter 1, you have Jan, you have Feb, you have March, again you have quarter number 2. Like this, you have a lot of data, right? So quarter number 2, you have April, then May, July, August, blah, blah, blah. Now I wanted to get the parallel periods. What do you mean by parallel period? For example, for the January, the parallel period would be last year January, or I would like to compare the same level of data. For example, if I'm saying quarter level data, so this quarter sales is, let us say, $20 billion. Okay. So I wanted to go back one, this one. So this is what we're saying, lag and lead. So the next one is, let us say, quarter 3. The next one is called quarter 4, right? So that is how we have quarters and everything. So I would like to have, if I'm getting at quarter, 2 sales is 20 and quarter 1 sales is, let us say, $24 billion, and quarter 3 sales is, let us say, $19 billion, and this will be $33 billion. So we were using, if you're pointing somewhere here, I wanted to go lead one. Lead means incrementing, lag means going back. Okay. If you're pointing 2013 semester 1, quarter 1, and lag means some same thing, same, hierarchy. Hierarchy means quarter level hierarchy, but you will be going to one step back. So you will be comparing to this one. So what is the sales of this one? So maybe 22 years. So I wanted to compare parallel periods. So I would like to compare quarter 1. What is the parallel period? So 2012 quarter 4 will be the parallel period, right? So that is how you want to, see the parallel periods. So it is completely using lead and lag functions. Already we had seen lead means going ahead, lead and lag. Lag means going back. Okay, incrementing and decrementing. So if you understand, this is incrementing. Lag means decrementing. So if you wanted to perform what is called as the parallel periods, for example, currently my sales is this much. What is the parallel period to quarter 2? Parallel period would be, so they'll ask, you wanted to go back, so this is the parallel period, or you want to increment, this is also parallel period. So the current sales is this much, So the parallel period, the brothers and sisters for this 19 and 24, now they'll compare. So the parallel period for the quarter 2 is quarter 3 as well as quarter 1. For the quarter 1, the parallel period is, if you say lag 1, you will be able to get, semester 12, no, sorry, 2012 quarter 4. This is the parallel period, and this is also parallel period. So it is simply using lead and lag. So what is that you want to verify? You want to go back and verify uh, one period, or you want to come back and increment and verify one period. So parallel periods are like this. So we should be able to implement the same thing with the help of a lead and a lag. So instead of using lead and lag, we can also use one more function, that is what is called as a parallel period. Okay, so 2012, okay, semester 2, you're pointing to what is the parallel period if you go back. So 2012 semester 2 parallel period would be 2012 semester 1. That is a parallel period. If you want to increment 2012 to parallel period will be the next semester, that is semester 1. So like that, you should be able to get the lag, lead and lag you can use, get the data. And you can also go in for uh, parallel period function. So what level of data you wanted to index and how many levels you wanted to go, 2 levels, 3 levels, 5 levels, and what is the starting number. So it is similar to lead and lag. Okay, it is similar to this. So the hierarchy level and integer and how many levels you wanted to go up and down. What is the starting number? So these things, if you give it, it should be able to give you the data. Okay. So you're pointing to here in the 2016, one level back, I wanted to go back and get the data. So this is what we can have it here. Let me go back and say parallel period. Okay. So let me copy this. Let me remove everything. So I wanted to get, sorry, before applying parallel period, let me take 1 year data. Okay. Let me take 20. If I drag and drop simply year, so I should be able to get all years data. So there is no parallel period. There is no this year, this year. I wanted to point to 2016 and I should be able to get the parallel period data. What is the parallel period to this 2015 or 2017? You should be able to get either this or that. Okay. So the indexing could be 1 or -1. 1 means, incrementing, -1 means going back. Something like this you can, perform. So I want to have a parallel period open. So what is the level of data? I wanted to have this and increment by 1. And then I think next member where you wanted to start. So year level only I wanted to start. So you want to start at the 2016 level. So let me go to 2016 level here. So this is the indexing number, how you wanted to traverse and go back, and you should be able to get some data. So 25 it is going back. So parallel period is going back. Let me put -1. It should come back. Yeah. So if you put 1, it is going back. If you put -1, it is going ahead. So like that, you should be able to traverse from one place to another place. Okay. So I wanted to have which level of data you wanted to get it, and you wanted to increment or go from where to where. For example, I wanted to. This is. Let me give you these two examples. So this will, you're pointing to 2016. So this will give you 2015 sales parallel period. Okay. So this will give you 2016 sales. Okay. For the parallel period. Let me drag and drop for same thing, but not the year wise data. We can go and get the semester wise data. So let me drag and drop semester year. Let me go back and drag and drop a semester. Okay. And here you should also drag and drop a semester. Okay, what semester you wanted to have? Take one semester here. Let me remove this. So you are pointing to semester 1 of 2017. And what is the parallel semester? So it is going back. Okay, you are pointing to semester 1 of 17 means going back, and it will give you some data. That is, you can understand you're pointing to 17. One semester back means 2016 semester 2. You can double click on this. Okay, 2016 semester 2, you should be able to get it. Hope you're able to see this clearly. Let me switch on the magnifier. You can see 2016 this one. So you should be able to get like that. So it is simply a lead and lag function of your navigate functions. Okay, if you wanted to go back, so this is last semester data. Okay, last semester sales amount. But if you wanted to go, you're pointing to semester 1, next semester data. If you wanted to get it, you need to use -1, -2 like that. So it is going to be incrementing here. Okay, so remember what it is going to be doing. It is incrementing. It is what is called decrementing here. Okay, so that you need to understand. You can say 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, whatever you wanted to have. So you're pointing to this one, 2017 semester 1, 2017 semester 2 data. You should be able to get it. Okay, when you double click on this, now expand this, you should be able to see 2017 semester 2 data. You simply go to the semester level, when you simply go to this row and double click on this, you should not here. You have to go click on this and double click on this. You should be able to get this data. Okay. So when you double click on this cell, you will be able to see only these values. I wanted to see semester 2 coming from where. I wanted to see its complete family. It is coming from where, the complete hierarchy. You should be able to see it here. Sale date, hierarchy number, blah, blah, blah. 2017 S2. Am I clear? If you wanted to have 2, so 2017 semester 1, semester 2, then 2018 semester 1, I think you should be able to get it. Okay, when you double click on this, you should be able to get 2018 semester 1. So this is what is called parallel period. So like that, you should be able to write your things. So it is minus means incrementing, plus means decrementing. So that's what you need to understand. So these are called parallel period. Am I clear? Now we have year to date and we have quarter to date and QTD exam, MTD, month to date. These are pretty much easy. Year to date, month to date, and all of them are equivalent to WTD, week to date. Okay, week to date. Then we have a month to date, and we have a quarter to date QTD. Then we have year to date. Okay, so what data you wanted to have it? It is equivalent to periods to date function. That's it. Okay, all of them are called periods to date function only. For example, I go to Google. Okay, I go to Google. I wanted to show you something. Let me identify. Infosys is the company. So share price, I will go. I wanted to see something here. So it is Google is giving me this one. This is a report. If you see, there is a quite QTD. Have you seen this? What do you mean by QTD? Let us understand this. So they have given you QTD. So all managers can understand. So YTD, it is not a technical term. It is a MBA terminology, finance terminology. Y to date. What is this? So you don't know what is this. Let me explain. Okay. So Infosys today, uh, today I think share market is not opened as of now because it opens after 9:30 10 o'clock. So no sales has happened as of now. So one day nothing. So 5 days I would like to see the date. So 5 days means so April 24th to today is 29th, 30th date. Last 5 days data it is going to be showing. Now let me click on 1 month data. 1 month means last 31st March to 30th March. April. So there is 1 month data. Last 5 years of data, I would like to show 5 years data of data this. So for each and everything, you can apply all the time series functions and get these reports. Last 5 years of data, you can use last periods functions. Okay. So now let me use the max data. Max data means starting period to ending period. Starting period, it started in July 2002. The share price was 53 rupees INR. Okay. Today, the share price is how much? 703. We can analyze, what is the Infosys company and where it is started and what is the nature of the business. Should I, invest in the share market or not? What is the turnover? So this is USD turnover revenue and what is who is the founder, everything you should be able to get it, and who is the current CEO. And now what is this YTD? Let me click on YTD. When I click on YTD, starting point is year, so it is go to the year number 1, so Jan 1st, because I say year to date. Date means, come here to date. Year to date means starting from, starting is year level and ending is, the date level. So this is what is called year to date, from where to where you wanted to get it. So if somebody says you get me the YTD, for example, I say go online, go online revenue, I say YTD. YTD means the starting number is year. So what is the year? Current year. The current year is 2020. So the day one from here, YTD means till end. What is the end day? Day means today is what? So 2012 is the current year, right? So what is today? Today is 2020. Okay, 2020. Remember this. How the YTD is calculated. So today the date is April what? April 30th. April 30, 2020. So you should be able to get the data from here to here. YTD means this. Okay. So where you wanted to start, you wanted to start from Y means year level. You need to start from that day to today. If today is May 1st, so you should be able to see the data till May 1st. So today means this is YTD. If I say QTD, QTD means what? So QTD means the current quarter data only you need to remember. Okay. So YTD means the starting point is the current year. QTD means the starting point is the current quarter. So in 2020, we have so many quarters, right? Quarter 1 you will have quarter, 2, you will have quarter 3, you will have quarter 4. Anyhow, quarter 4 is not yet done because now in month of April, May. So quarter 1 means what? Quarter 1 means you have Jan, because all these things you should know. February, March, so this is April data and this is May and this is June. So I am saying I wanted to know QTD. QTD means I'll give today date is April 30th, right? So QTD means the starting point. The starting point means April 1st only. I will be able to get the data. If you say QTD sales means it is going to be getting, the QTD is April 1st, 2020. This is a starting period. Ending period is today's date, April 30. So this is a QTD data. Remember. So QTD means it is going to be starting at the quarter level. That is also current quarter level. Okay. So that is what is QTD data. What is the sales happened in the QTD? QTD means current quarter. Okay. If you say last quarter, last year QTD, last year Q3 QTD, means you have to give from where to where you want to see the data. If you say QTD means it will go to the quarter is a starting point. From there it is going to be taking all day level data. Okay, month level data like this QTD. If you say semester level data, so we have YTD, QTD, we have week to date. Week to date. Probably you may be in some week, and that week it is going to be going. Starting point is the week 56. 56th week will be there. In that, you have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. 7 days are there in that week. So that week level may have 1, 2, 3. Week will have 4, right? Like that, you have 6, 7. So that sixth week number 1, then today it means in that current week, whatever be the level. For example, let me go here. So this is 1 week. So what is the week starting? Week starting from 26, and the current is this one. If I say WTD, if I say WTD, that means you get the sales from 26, 27, 28, 29, 30th, because WTD means the current week, whatever be the current. If you wanted to go one back and get the WTD for the previous week, so it is the starting period from here till this point. Okay, so like that you should be able to get it. So what is the starting point? What is the ending point? Like that you should be able to get what is the QTD, YTD, everything. Starting point. If Y means starting point is the day 1. Okay. If your QTD means starting point is quarter 1 in that level. So what quarter you are in, so that level of data you should be able to pick it up. So this is how you should be able to get the data. These are pretty much simple that you should be able to get it. Okay. So let me. So you are pointing to somewhere here. You wanted to get a YTD data. You're pointing to what? Not the day level. You're pointing to month level. So let me go back and write. So YTD is equivalent to periods to date. Remember this. Okay. All YTD, any YTD, QTD or MTD, and we have week to date, WTD. All of them are equivalent to what? Periods to date. What you wanted to start and what level of data you wanted to get it. Let me copy and paste the same query and remove everything, and it is going to be giving the complete data, but I wanted to say YTD of something here. So I wanted to have so semester level data. I wanted to have it for 2014. Let me execute this. What is on
Coma is missing.
comma is missing? Yes, thank you. Year level expected is so you are getting one, S1. It is saying by default year level was expected. No such level was found in the cube. You got some error.
In YTD, we should specify year, right?
No, that is not needed because let me give the month wise. So as per the, let me take the month and verify is it working here. Yeah, it was saying year level was expected. No such level was found. What is the error? So it is clearly telling you, hey Bhaskar, I did not find any year. So we know that this is a year. What is a year? We know that. So when you go to timetable, we know that this is a year, this is a week, this is a semester. But to apply YTD functions, this fellow does not know, the project or SSAS engine does not considering this as a timetable. It does not know what it is, what is the type, how it behaves. Okay, when you go to this table, this is the timetable. Double click on this, go to timetable. So right click on this and go to properties. Okay, so here we have few properties that we need to set. Basic is a type is, which is a what type of dimension it is. I am saying regular dimension, which is not a regular dimension. Regular means a string data. So I have to change what kind of a table it is. It is belong to a table called timetable or the date and time table. So that you need to give it here. Okay. So you have to go here and you say go to properties, not here, right? You need to go here, say properties, and in the basic level, you must tell that it is a time. Okay. So this is what you should change it. Save. Now, whenever you change something, you must process the cube. Okay. Click on run. So other functions are working. YTD is not working. If the YTD is not working, so definitely this could be your issue. Control A. Let me close this window. Sometimes it does not work. So let me disconnect by clicking on this. Go and connect, and let me connect it to choose connected to analysis services. Let me go back. Okay. So I have processed recently. I wanted to use databases and cubes. This is the cube I wanted to use. And these were the queries we have written. Let me execute. Still it is saying the same issue. What is that? Year level was expecting, that is not there. So still we need to do a lot of experiments here. Now you need to go. You have to say year number and right click, go to properties. Now here when you say year is what type, when you go year is a date, when you go year is the calendar year. So when you come here, so lot of property it is saying year is, it is what, it is a year that you need to mention. So choose years. Okay, year is years. Then you say semester. What is a semester? Go to properties, go to basic type. Now semester is, go to date, go to calendar year, and semester is half years. Half years means semester. Okay, that you need to choose. Then you have a quarter. Go to properties. Now you go to type basic, go here and go to where date, expand this, go to calendar, and quarter is a quarters. I think there is a value called quarters that you can choose it. Then quarter is done, semester is done, then month. Right click on this, go to properties, go to type and go to date. So go to calendar. So this is a month, means you will have months. Okay. Then we have a week. Right click on this. So go, you will be able to find out a week, weeks. So weeks. Okay. Then you have a day. Right click on this properties, and it is not a regular day. It is a day of calendar, and which is a days. Anything else we have? Weeks. Yes, we have days. Let me use that. Now for date we have, for example, if you have a full date also, if you have full date is giving completed date. So that also you can have. Go to properties. Full date is, full date means you can see what is the full date I'm talking about. When you go to dim timetable, full date means complete date I'm talking about. Okay. So this is a full date, complete date. Okay. So this is a year number, semester number. I had given everything. What is full date? It is a completed date. So that I wanted to say full date I have taken just now. So this is a date. So go and go here. This is the date. Go here, go to properties. So where is that? It is a full date. Full date is a date. Am I clear? So like that, you have to map everything and save it. Let me process entire cube. If you don't want to process entire the cube, let me process only dimension. There is a process. When you're processing, you're not processing entire cube here. You're processing only the dimension. So you should be able to right click on this, and you can also process the, the dimension, because there is no way I'm changing any data of the fact table. Only I have changed the dimension table instead of processing, because processing in entire cube may take 5 hours, 10 hours. Okay, it is going to be aggregating all the data once again. I don't want to do that. So simply process the dimension. It's going to be processing only dimension. So processing the cube can be done. If you change, if you do any modification to the dimension table, the better you process the dimension table only. Don't process the complete cube. Am I clear? Because if you process complete cube by right clicking and processing here, it will give you a lot of issues. Now we should not do like this. It has taken not even 1 minute. I have a processed it. So let me go back and go to this. Now let me close this. Let me reconnect. Okay. Let me again connect to analysis services and go. Now this query should work properly fine. If not, we are gone. Okay. So that is one thing you should be able to, do it if you wanted to work with YTD and everything. So this is my cube. Let me copy paste those things. So this is the one I should be able to use it now. Oh, it did not get any cube. Something is happened. The cube not yet processed. Let me process the entire cube. So if you don't get anything, the cube is not properly processed. So let me go back. Let me process the cube here itself. Complete processing of the cube I'm doing it, not the dimension. So here also you should be able to process the complete cube. Okay. Or you can also generate a query to process it. That is also you can do that. Okay. So if you wanted to process, you can say process cube as process. Okay. You can write like this, and you can, there is a script. Have you seen this? So this is a script for the processing of that. Okay. So you can click on this, click close. So this is the command that we can use to process the cube. So there are many things that we can do. So simply if you execute this process full, so the cube will get processed. So query completed successfully. You can execute this also. So lot of many varieties of things are available to process it. Okay. So let me process it. So processing is done. So done, done. Now let me click on new query window. You should be able to get all the things. Let me copy and paste it. Let me execute this. Now it is working fine. Okay, it is going to go year level of data. It is getting till month level. Clear? So all these things you should be able to go, and you should be able to get it. Year to date, quarter to date. If I write quarter to date, so let me use This is year to date, right? It is going to the year level and getting the data. Now let me write everything, but let me use QTD. It is going to go to this quarter and get the data. So what are you expecting? You are expecting for the 2013 quarter level data. So that quarter you have M7, M8, M9. The data you should be able to get it. Okay, this is so where I would like to start. So if it is having YTD, so MTD. So if you write MTD, so you're expecting that month level data means. So will it work? So the same month data it is going to be giving. So instead of a month, you give current month data, you can go in for week level. So within that, what is the level of data you wanted to have it? So let me go and week number, let us say 35. Okay. So which month data you can easily understand, it will go to the month number 8. So month number 8, what are the weeks we have? All the data it is going to be bringing it. So it is MTD. Okay, so ending point is this one, but it is going to go to where it is month level. If you say year level, starting point is from year 1. So year 2 means the root point is year level. So week 1 to week 35 data you should be able to get it. So this is how you need to understand. So week 1, if you say quarter means that quarter it will go. What is the quarter? It has Q3. In the Q3, what is the starting the week? So that week it is going to be going. Clear? So till 25 of quarter 3 only it should be able to get. So this is QTD, MTD, YTD, RTD, whatever you wanted to have, you should be able to have like this. So WTD. So that week, and you can get the day level data. So this, if you see, if you give WTD, so you need to mention not again week, you better mention a day level data. So what level data you wanted to have it, that you wanted to have it there. Okay, so day level data of week 1 I should be able to get from this. Okay, or you may be getting from week 15. So whatever you wanted to have, you should be able to have it like this. So there is no sales. Let me have 2012, or yeah, there is no sales that time. So it is in the 2012. So day 5 I have taken. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5 data. So in that year, so in that month, in that week, so in the this week, month 1, week 1, this is the data I should be able to get. So all these functions are equivalent to periods to date. Whether you use periods to date, or these are shortcut functions that you can use. So years to date, or YTD, MTD, blah blah blah, we discussed, right? So these are the functions that you should be able to use it, and you should be able to work with them. Clear, guys? If you have any questions, please ask. So remember, to work with YTD, QTD, MTD, WTD, you need to have a dimension to be declared as a time dimension only, and each and every property has to be declared as its own property type. Year means year, semester means half years, quarter means quarters, week means weeks, something like this. You need to put them in your cube, otherwise it's not going to work. So these are the things that you should be able to try it out. Okay, and if you have any questions, please ask me tomorrow after trying it. Okay, thank you, guys. Any other questions if you have apart from that?
Bhaskar,
Yeah,
do you have 1 minute? Because I want to share my screen, or if it is okay with you.
yeah, yeah. Who's there?